Our barren run of form continued last episode with my attack once again failing to take big chances, but with Anthony Gordon finally kick-starting his Liverpool career with a last-minute winner against his old club Everton, have we finally got lift-off at Liverpool Football Club? And we're going to find out straight away because as you can see, we are diving immediately into the football to kick off what is going to be a monumental episode back at Anfield against our arch-rivals Manchester United. And hot off the heels off that fabulous goal against Everton, Anthony Gordon will get a start here against our arch rivals, but as you can see, due to a little bit of fatigue and injury creeping into my team, there has been a couple of other changes. Szoboszlai coming in for Adam Wharton, who's picked up a knock. Murillo is partnered by Bradley in the centre with Konate running on fumes, and Kwanzaa also picking up a knock too. So here we go then, what a way to kick off another huge episode here at Liverpool Football Club, and it's a huge opportunity to once again try and put a marker down to try and see if we've got what it takes to get back to the top of the Premier League table. And I thought Victor Boniface had what it takes to try and get onto that through ball from Anthony Gordon. Unfortunately, the goalkeeper was out quicker. There's Jadon Sancho, the much maligned Jadon Sancho, seemingly back plying his trade at Manchester United, going past two of my players. Absolutely wonderful start from the Englishman. He's gone past three and he's played a ball back into the feet of one of their strikers, but McAllister once again in the right place at the right time, and it's Anthony Gordon who picks up the scraps. Out to Victor Boniface in the centre. He's looking for someone over the right hand side and he manages to find the man he was looking for in Trent Alexander-Arnold, waiting for Victor Boniface to try and find his way back into the box. He does find his way back into the box, and it's a diving header that is just shaved wide off the post. So unlucky for the big man, but so unlucky for Memphis Depay, who looks like he's gone down with a big injury. Garnacho for United, down the channel into Joshua Zirkzee, and he plays a wonderful ball over to an unmarked Jadon Sancho on the right hand side, whereas Trent across to Bruno Fernandes straight at the goalkeeper, and it's headed clear by Murillo. My goodness, sixes and sevens at the back, and once again the goalkeeper comes to our rescue. Anthony Gordon finds the overlap of Andy Robertson, and the Scotsman now will burst down the left-hand side. Has he got an option of Diogo Jota in the box? No, he hasn't. The young man has managed to go to the edge. Instead, he's played it across looking for Victor Boniface. Only out as far as Mo Salah on the edge, who takes on the volley with his weaker foot straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Gordon, once again, looking for the overlap. Finds the overlap of Robertson. Robertson waiting for Gordon. Why are none of my players making runs into the box here? Gordon flings it across. Once again, looking for Boniface, who once again just can't connect with the head. And unfortunately, it goes wide again. It's Zirkzee. He's blocked off by Conor Bradley, though, of course, deputising for Konate, and with him unable to get into the right-back spot, Conor Bradley, is he potentially looking for an opportunity down the centre, as Trent on the right-hand side, the man who's keeping him out of the team, is waiting for an option of Victor Boniface in the box. He can't find the ball across. It's blocked. We've got a throw. We do not have a throw. United keep the ball in play. The second half begins. What a surprise. It's 0-0. And I've got to be honest, one thing that I am really struggling with, and one thing that I'm finding quite frustrating, is that you can't really change or have that much control over the player roles, here on FC25. Yes, you can change them into like shadow striker and you can make them more attacking, but on the old game, you could give them explicit instructions to make forward runs or to overlap or underlap, and I find you can't really do that here on this game, which I'm finding a little bit frustrating. But one man, though, who's looking to try and make an impression is that of Anthony Gordon, full of confidence after the goal against Everton. Almost found the back of the net once again here against United. He had a couple of decent touches that gave him some space, and he forced the goalkeeper into his first save of the second half. Trent will take the resulting corner, though, looking to fire it into the penalty spot once again. This time looking for Szoboszlai, who gets his head on it. It's a tame one, though, easy for the goalkeeper. Murillo, nice short pass into Alexis McAllister, and he feeds it into Mo Salah, who once again has been quiet. Mo Salah, though, looking for the ball over, looking for Victor Boniface. It's just too long for him once again. Well, I was thinking it's time to ring the changes, but actually I think it's time once again to try and change up this formation to see if I can do anything to inject some sort of life into my lackluster attack. As you can see, I'm thinking about going with the famous 4-2-2-2 that works so well on FC24. And of course, that means it's a final throw of the dice with a couple of changes. Both Jota and Mo Salah coming off, Cody Gakpo and Chiesa coming on. Let's see what they can do. It's Hato who's going to take the throw here for Manchester United. A transfer target of mine early in the summer that I didn't take, and then now he's joined our arch rivals, and now Gakpo has played it across to Boniface, who on the volley has taken it beautifully. First touch with his knee, second touch straight into the back of the net, and once again the big man has found the back of the net, and look at the celebrations. Instant substitution. Call me a genius tactician, or perhaps just fortunate to get a stroke of luck. Either way, I don't care one bit. Cody Gakpo on as a sub. Lovely little dink pass over to Victor Boniface, who took it beautifully and lashed a volley into the top right-hand corner to give us a 1-0 lead. Well, that is just what the doctor ordered. Fresh off me saying that I couldn't find the back of the net and I couldn't hit a barn door if I tried. I've gone and got a goal. And is this going to be the second one? It is. Cody Gakpo on as a substitute. He's the substitute extraordinaire. An assist and a goal inside 5 minutes. Absolutely wonderful from the Dutchman. Once again, two strikers combining. Victor Boniface plays it into that man Cody Gakpo, and he applies the finish from the penalty spot. Absolutely wonderful. It's 2-0 Liverpool. Cody Gakpo has it once again, and once again he plays it into Victor Boniface, but this time he blazes his strike over the bar, and look at the frustrations on his face. Andy Robertson now coming central, once again feeding Gakpo, and once again the big man Victor Boniface with the run, and he just strikes it wide. Well, goodness me, we've gone from not being able to carve out any clear-cut opportunities to carving out 4 in the space of 5 minutes. What a difference a tactical tweak can make. And it's Alexis McAllister this time who wins it back. Cody Gakpo now out to Federico Chiesa, and look at the two strikers finally making runs into the box, and the Italian tries to play it across his blocked corner. And it's going to be Trent who's going to be able to take the corner here, flings it into the box, looking for the Hungarian Szoboszlai, can't get his head on it. It will fall to the Argentinian. McAllister will play it back out to Trent. Trent takes it on his right, flings it back into the box, looks for Chiesa, can't get his head on it. Gordon will hopefully do so. It's cleared away by the United defence, only out as far as Szoboszlai. McAllister will pick it up. The referee looks to his clock, but he plays it into Gakpo. Gakpo takes it on. The keeper with a flying save. We have well surpassed the allotted stoppage time here, but we do not care one bit. We're sensing blood, and we're sensing the opportunity to fire it back into the box once again. But once again, it's cleared away, only as far as Garnacho, as the referee blows for full time. Well, what an electric last 15-20 minutes here at Anfield. The United players once again have fallen to the floor. They cannot believe what they've witnessed here at Anfield, as we've snatched the 3 points courtesy of that man Cody Gakpo. What a performance off the bench. It finishes 2-0. But before I go any further, it's now time for a shameless plug. After hitting 5,000 subs, I've decided to create a Patreon account, link in my bio in the video description. I'm hoping to bring you lots of different types of content this year, so if you are enjoying the channel and would like the chance to feature more regularly in my videos, any support would be greatly appreciated and go a long way to helping me create better quality content more often. Thanks everyone. And after picking up a 2-1 victory away from home in our next game, and knocking the stuffing out of Brighton at Christmas time, beating them 2-0, with us suddenly now climbing up the Premier League table into 3rd place, have we found exactly what we're looking for. The switch to this more attack-minded 4-2-2-2 seems to have worked absolute wonders here at Liverpool Football Club. But to be honest, I still don't think I'm done there, because with December over and January finally beginning, plus with £71 million left in the budget at the beginning of the new transfer window, it's time to add one more player to the ever-growing attacking ranks here at Liverpool Football Club. And the signing I'm deciding to make may well be a surprise, not just to the Liverpool faithful, but also some of you watching as well, because after months and months and months of asking, I finally decided to bow to peer pressure. An army was building in support of this man, and I have finally decided to bring him to Liverpool Football Club. That is right. After all of you were asking, it is time to welcome the former Southampton, West Ham United and Nottingham Forest man. James Ward-Prowse joins Liverpool Football Club for £8 million. And not only is it a shock to me, but it's probably the biggest shock of his life for James Ward-Prowse himself at 31 years of age. I bet he wasn't expecting such a big move at this point in his career. And he's going to get the chance straight away to try and repay your faith in him, because he's getting chucked straight into the deep end and into the starting lineup as we face off at Anfield against Aston Villa. And he's going to get his first touch in a Liverpool shirt here after getting the ball off of Alexander-Robertson, and now he's played it short into McAllister. Out to Trent Alexander-Arnold on the right-hand side, and Trent now has space to run into here on this right-hand side, but he's just blocked off by Diogo Carlos. Good start though for Liverpool. It's Leroy Sané for Aston Villa here, the former Manchester City and Bayern Munich man, trying to go one-on-one with Andy Robertson, but the Scotsman equal to it and did a really good job of winning the ball back. And now Mo Salah has the chance to try and see if he can escape down the channel here. Plays it into Cody Gakpo. Already this feels so much more electric to our attack as Victor Boniface has it in the box. Once again, a big flying header from the big man. This time it's Vicario, the former Spurs man, who's equal to it, as we've got a corner here that, of course, that man, James Ward-Prowse, is going to take his first corner in a Liverpool shirt. Throws it in the box. Victor Boniface. No, it was Canate who got his head on it, and he just dragged it wide. But James Ward-Prowse already showing that set-piece prowess. Leroy Sané again for City, though. Out to Balogun. McAllister. Really good interception, and McAllister plays it short into James Ward-Prowse. Lovely little ball into Boniface, who's come short. Gakpo picks it up. Gakpo turns. Gakpo strikes. That is absolutely brilliant. And once again, those two partnering each other up front have done a wonderful job of assisting and goal scoring for the first time in this game against Aston Villa. Lovely touch and turn, and a fabulous finish from the Dutchman Cody Gakpo. Fired it with absolute venom past the goalkeeper to give us a 1-0 lead. Well, my goodness, is this all I've needed? A 4-2-2-2 setup. It's taken me a season and a half to get here, but finally do we have liftoff with our Liverpool attack. Ponza. Into that man, James Ward-Prowse, the man of the moment, plays it short into Andy Robertson, and Andy Robertson now into Boniface. Look at the space the big man has, and look at the time he has to pick his spot, and he forces Vicario into a wonder save. Mo Salah will pick up the scraps into Cody Gakpo, nods it wide. Mo Salah who picks it up once again, and once again, look at the bodies flooding forward here. This time it's Boniface. They can do nothing but just hack the big man down. It's a horrendous challenge. It's a yellow card for Babacoots Kamara, and of course it is James Ward-Prowse territory. This is his moment, his first moment in a Liverpool shirt to take his very first free kick here, and I'm just going to try and see if I can dink this one over the wall. James Ward-Prowse to take, straight at the wall it goes, falls to the centre-back, Konate off the post, my goodness. Onana for Villa, being hunted down by Alexis McAllister, as is Kamara, as is Leroy Sané. But the German has come in field to try and get involved in the play. So far, he has been Villa's most influential player here, but so far Villa unable to find a route past my stubborn defence here. Maatsen, the former Chelsea man, picks it up, plays it down the channel into Balogun, a former Arsenal man, gets it back from them. The London double, combining. Now into the box it goes with Balogun. Konate blocks, corner. But after a tame corner, the second half begins here, and it's a second half where we lead 1-0. We've absolutely peppered until the final 5 minutes the Aston Villa goal so far in the opening half here. We've got to try and see if we can continue to do the same here in the second. It just feels so much more alive. It feels like I've got so much more space here in the centre of the park. Cody Gakpo into Victor Boniface. What a lovely piece of combination play once again between the two of them. But once again, the goalkeeper is equal to it. But once again, it's going to be James Ward-Prowse to take the corner. Flings it in, looking for the header, Kwanzaa. It was a good head. Yet again, another save. Trent Alexander-Arnold plays it forward into Mo Salah. Look at the space we've got since switching to this new setup. Mo Salah took it on and just drilled it high and wide. McAllister once again goes out to Mo Salah. Mo Salah in the centre into Victor Boniface. Victor Boniface takes the strike on. Straight at the goalkeeper though. He's got so much confidence to hit them with absolute power from the outside of the box. Unfortunately enough for him though, it didn't come off this time around. Konate, oh, he's blocked off by Balogun, who's done a really good job of pressing high and winning the ball back for Aston Villa in a very dangerous position here. And of course, talking of danger, Leroy Sané is blocked off by the new man, James Ward-Prowse, making an instant impact, and he's played in Victor Boniface, who can't turn it around the corner to Anthony Gordon. Kamara into Balogun, tries to turn it around the corner, goes out to the right hand side to Di Lorenzo. Di Lorenzo cuts it back into Leroy Sané, waiting for someone to make a run. Balogun is the man who's made that run, and he's made his way past Konate, and he's made his way into the back of the net, and from being absolutely battered from pillar to post, Villa have equalised here with 15 minutes on the clock. Once again, our inadequacies in front of goal have come back to bite us, and Aston Villa drilling home a wonderful finish that Balogun absolutely bamboozled Alisson with. He couldn't get the dive in the right spot, and Balogun found the right spot in the back of the net. 1-1. Well, with 15 minutes to go, once again, I've got to ring the changes here. We've absolutely battered Aston Villa. We've carved out some wonderful opportunities, but we do not now have anything to show for it, and we've got 15 minutes to once again try and turn this game around. Cody Gakpo looks to feed it into Jota, who's come on as a substitute. Jota has come on. Jota takes it with his left. Oh, it was a wonderful chance, and look at the bench. They cannot believe that we've missed that one from there. Chiesa, though, wins it back high, and look how many men that Liverpool have got forward. It's Diaz. Diaz across to Cody Gakpo, and finally Liverpool get themselves back in front here, and once again, who else is it going to be but this man, Cody Gakpo? Federico Chiesa won it high, and look at the amount of bodies that we're piling forward. For the first time ever in this career mode, I finally feel like my attack has clicked into gear, and this man, Cody Gakpo, is in absolutely sensational form. He's found the back of the net once again, much to my delight and the players' delight. 2-1 Liverpool Football Club. Trent Almost lost it there to Illing Jr. and he does lose it to him, and Balogun once again's in a good position. I don't believe it. Aston Villa, in the dying few seconds of this game, have once again clawed themselves back on level terms. Well, once again, slapdash defending after doing all the hard work up the other end has come back to bite us, and once again it's this man, Balogun, who has made us eat our words as he applied a wonderful finish after a lovely little through ball that cut my defence in half. And Aston Villa have levelled the scores 2-2. Luis Diaz now out to Gravenberch, who plays it to Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's got Federico Chiesa on the right hand side. Chiesa's going to lift this one over, looking for Cody Gakpo with his head, just drags it wide. Luis Diaz though picks it up once again. This is surely going to be the last attack of the game. The young man now twisting, turning, trying to find a space, trying to find an angle here. Gravenberch can't quite find one, but he can find Federico Chiesa on the right hand side. The Italian dinks it across, looking for Cody Gakpo. Once again his head is high and wide as the referee calls time. Well, what an unbelievable game it was here today at Anfield. It was goals galore. This change in system has worked wonders for me going forward, but yet again, my defensive fragilities have come back to haunt us. Finishes here 2-2. It was a positive debut going forward for this man, James Ward-Prowse, who was highly influential in the centre of the park, but unfortunately the same thing cannot be said for the defensive performances up the other end of the pitch. After some real naive moments, we've gone and thrown away 3 important points, and we showed a real lack of experience and composure at the back that fortunately and hopefully this man Fikayo Tomori can once again fill in, because it's time now for the 28-year-old, after returning from injury, to take his place back in my starting 11. And with Nottingham Forest up next as we return back to Anfield, this is a wonderful opportunity for this man to come back in, hopefully gain a clean sheet and hopefully return this club back to winning ways. It's not the only change to the starting 11 though, because with Canate running on fumes, I have decided to replace him at the back with the former Nottingham Forest man Murillo, as he tries to see if he can put in a decent performance against his former club. Going to be Yace for Forest though to get us started, and he's gone and given the ball away straight away to that man James Ward-Prowse. Mo Salah though will pick it up, and Mo Salah feeds in Cody Gakpo, and Cody Gakpo takes it on from the edge of the box. This man has so much confidence after a real fantastic run of form that he's found himself in, and he's won us a corner here that James Ward-Prowse is going to take. He's going to fling it into the box, looking for Gordon on his head, forces the keeper into his second save of the game, and is beaten away by the Forest defence. Fikayo Tomori though, for his first real touch so far this game, feeds it out to Andy Robertson on the left hand side, and the Scotsman plays it infield to McAllister. The Argentinian turns, the Argentinian looks for the ball into that man Cody Gakpo, and Cody Gakpo once again finds the back of the net. This man is unstoppable at the moment. Well, again, with this new system, I'm just finding so much space every single place on the pitch, and all of my players seem to be running in the right direction. Finally, I've got options in attack, and finally, this man, Cody Gakpo, after a season and a half, has come alive in a Liverpool shirt. Lovely run, lovely finish, lovely way to give us a 1-0 lead. Alisson is going to take this goal kick, and he plays it short into the former Forest man, Murillo, who tries to bring it out of defence. McAllister, look how stretched my team is. This is what I've been waiting for so long. We're playing wing play and as a system, but our play has not warranted that, as that is an absolutely wonderful finish from Cody Gakpo to give us a 2-0 lead. Well, my goodness, I was struggling to get my words out because I was in absolute awe of the way we were building up from the back, and once again, who else is it going to be but that man Cody Gakpo to find the back of the net and give us a 2-0 lead. Murillo short into Alexis McAllister. He turns and finds James Ward-Prowse, who looks to feed a ball out to Andy Robertson. Really good play. The left back plays it into Victor Boniface, who seems to have taken a slightly reduced role in the fact that Cody Gakpo's back, and Cody Gakpo, oh my goodness, he was so close to a hat-trick inside 26 minutes. Took a touch with his thigh. It was lovely. Set up the volley, and he was inches away. What a goal that would have been. Yates for Forest, out to Jimenez. Oh, that's a wonderful ball into Silva, who stayed onside here, but Andy Robertson, wonderful recovery defending from the Scotsman. Boniface, he's come deep now. This system is really working for us. It's allowing Victor Boniface, who isn't blessed with a huge amount of speed, to come deep and get involved. But this man, who is blessed with absolute lightning pace, is able to run the channels and get in behind the defence and get the goals that I've been so desperately craving. As Gordon plays it into Boniface, and he can utilise that sort of power that he has to try and find the back of the net. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to this time, but he was able to win us a corner that James Ward-Prowse, of course, will be the man to take. Flings it in, looks for Fikayo Tomori on his return back back to the starting 11. Only out to Murillo though. Ward-Prowse will have another bite of the cherry to throw it in. This time looking for Tomori. Straight down the pipe. The keeper saves. Robertson into James Ward-Prowse. Absolutely battering Nottingham Forest so far are we today. Now Mo Salah picks it up, shaping to see if he can line up a shot. Instead plays the dummy into Trent, across into Victor Boniface over the bar. It's Richards though on the left-hand side. This is Forest's first real chance here as they drive into the box. Sousa though is blocked off by that man, James Ward-Prowse. I had my reservations about signing him, but my word, what an inspirational signing he's turned out to be. Well, we begin the second half here after absolutely battering the Nottingham Forest goal. It's a familiar theme so far in this career mode, but finally we have something to show for it. It's a 2-0 lead that we have so far. Can we add to it in the second half? Into Alexis McAllister, who plays it short into Mo Salah. Mo Salah into Cody Gakpo, looking for his hat-trick, but plays it across unselfishly to Victor Boniface, who can't get on the end of it. Mo Salah will, though, and Cody Gakpo will feed it once again across to Victor Boniface, heads it over the bar. Andy Robertson loses it, though, to Silva on the right-hand side, and Silva has space now to burst into, and the Scotsman can't quite keep up with him. He looks to dink it in, but it's Fikayo Tomori who wins it back. Morgan Gibbs-White gets there ahead of James Ward-Prowse and forces Alisson into his first save of the game. It's resulted in a corner though that they're going to take. They dummy the short one, they throw it in the box for Fikayo Tomori with a towering header, showing that physical and mental prowess that he offers my defence and showing why it's the right decision to bring him straight back into the starting 11, and hopefully that will result in a clean sheet as Alexis McAllister wins the ball back here, and now he can try and see if he can release the likes of Cody Gakpo and Victor Boniface. Cody Gakpo though plays it into Mo Salah. Mo Salah back across into Victor Boniface. Tried to line it up, absolutely smashed it against the defender. Jota on the right-hand side. He's got the pace once again to get away from Andy Robertson. Jimenez, though, lovely pass into Morgan Gibbs-White. And Nottingham Forest cut my defence to shreds. And Fikayo Tomori will be absolutely gutted that he hasn't been able to keep a clean sheet on his return back. Lovely play, though, by Nottingham Forest. Andy Robertson found wanting on the left-hand side. And it's an incisive ball through that Morgan Gibbs-White is not going to miss from there. Lovely finish. 2-1. I'll tell you what, we battered Forest in the first half. We battered them here in the second. But I feel like we carved out more clear-cut opportunities in the first, and we're struggling a little bit in the second to do the same. And with them now scoring, it puts the pressure and the onus right back on us. We cannot afford to have any more slip-ups here as Cody Gakpo gets it back from Victor Boniface. The big man lines it up. He took too long with the strike, though. He gets it back in a second attempt. Feeds it into Mo Salah, the Egyptian, looking to try and shape it up on his left, does, but it's a good block by the defender. Falls back out to James Ward-Prowse, who stretches the play out to Anthony Gordon on the left-hand side, across to Cody Gakpo over the bar it goes. About 10 minutes on the clock here, and as you can see, once again I'm ringing the changes just to try and shore things up here, and who knows, maybe get a third goal to kill this tie off. Thrown up into the air, and Gravenberch wins it well in the air. Gives it to that man, Federico Chiesa, who turns nicely and feeds it into Darwin Núñez, who's come on as a sub here. Núñez looks to feed it out to Jota, who's now playing on the left-hand side. Back into Darwin Núñez. Murillo feeds it out to Andy Robertson. Robertson short into Darwin Núñez yet again. Getting involved here. Plays a lovely ball through into Cody Gakpo. And the Dutchman has his hat-trick. And the celebrations are cut short because I pressed the X button by accident. But he won't care one bit. He's got his hat-trick. We've got our third goal. And surely now that has put this tie to bed. And it is the goal that puts the tie to bed because he collects the match ball after the referee blew for full time. After absolutely struggling so many times across this career mode to find the back of the net. We've gone and got 5 goals in 2 games, and Liverpool finally have liftoff here in this career mode. And that to me seems like a wonderful place to end what has been a wonderful episode. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again next time.